Hi. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We'll see. let's draw some cards and just look what's happening. Okay. What is going on? Universe. Oh. Heartbreak. Heart is aching. What is going on with this heartbreak? You are moving on from this heartbreak. You are realizing that you have to leave something behind, an old feeling with someone. You have to leave the thoughts behind as well, that you are regularly thinking about someone as well. You know, this here feels like you just can't stop thinking about someone, and you have to move on from that, and you have to kind of pull those air energies out of your heart space. You know, this is air element not belonging into the water element, basically, and you have to realize that you either have to move on or you have to kind of sit on the swords and make it even heavier for you, because you are still thinking about it. You are keeping on thinking about it. And that's why it keeps on hurting, and that's why it's hurting even more, you know, because you're driving the swords even deeper into your own heart. You know, some people kind of solve this by flying into the fog, you know, and just trying to forget it and not think about it, or think about it even harder. You know, the higher road here is to move on from it and, you know, leave it behind, leave it for someone else, so to say. Normally, I would recommend to talk about it, to speak about it, you know, but it seems like that this would kind of hurt yourself even more, because it would, you know, it would unpack all those things. It would bring the thing onto the surface again, maybe. You know, you have to talk about it somehow to find your soul family as well, to find your tribe, to find the people belonging to your energy as well. There is more than just you having this heartache, having this experience, this I see wisdom here. I see wisdom. I see that you are successfully moving on from this, but you are also kind of bringing a lot of people with you along the way. You know, people that are realizing what you are doing and seeing the value in what you are doing, and therefore just jumping onto your vehicle, so to say, and you know, wanting to be part of your journey, because people are realizing what your journey is, you know, and the journey seems to be moving on from heartbreak, and finding your tribe, finding your soul family, and, you know, getting into that space of just freely being whoever you are, authentically, just without having to, you know, without having to find meaning in everything you do. You know, you don't have to kind of explain anyone why you are doing the things you are doing. You know, you can just freely move on, and you can just freely be, and can successfully leave this behind. So, wow, I felt that there was a lot of words to share here. Wow, okay, yeah, you're finding your own paradise. You're finding your own stability here. You're finding tranquility here. I'm seeing tranquility. I'm seeing that you are finding your own space where you can be patient with yourself and patient with the surroundings that you have, whatever space you are in, you know. You can be patient here, and you can enjoy the frequency of love, the how do you say that in English? in German, I always say die Schwingung. I think in English it's like frequency or vibration, maybe. I don't know. It's swinging. It's kind of moving around like water. It's moving around like water, and you can enjoy the stream, so to say, in that space. Um, Someone might be watching you. You might be someone that is active in social media. You might be someone that is actively looking for this experience, finding the tribe and moving that tribe into a stable position where things can be observed and things can be patiently experienced. Patiently experienced. You know, I kind of feel like you are trying to kind of um, take the force out of it, or you want to take the speed out of it. You know, it's going too fast. It's just unpredictable with that kind of speed, so to say, and you want to kind of take the speed out of it. It seems the force. You don't want to be so forceful anymore because you are realizing as well that maybe an old energy that you held onto is kind of manipulating in you into that energy. You know, I hear that saying where it's like you are kind of the middle of all the people you are surrounding yourself with. No, I see a bonfire. I see a fire that is burning brightly and largely. And I see many people dancing around that fire, you know. And the fire is moving to the people that are dancing in front of the fire. And it kind of depends what kind of dance those people are dancing. And the fire is reacting to that kind of dance, if you understand what I mean, you know. You are always kind of influenced by the people you are surrounding yourself with. Definitely, and that's why you're doing this. Yeah, you are doing this because you want to find paradise with people that support each other and that burn with each other and want to kind of support each other in a way where everyone can have this free kind of expression and being and just living in paradise with each other and not having to rush everything all the time. You know, this also kind of seems that you're trying to rush into not having to rush anymore. And this is a kind of warning here, and you are trying to rush into not having to rush anymore. You can already take the speed out of it if you want. There is no need to rush into a thing that is in the moment. No, this not rushing anymore is in the moment, in this stillness that you find in yourself. And that's the key, you know, finding the middle, and your core, your soul essence, so to say. And this is where the magic lies. This is where the secret lies. So don't try to rush into anything. Just take your time, and the universe will align for you, and the universe will just bring you whatever you need for that moment. You know, it's a stream of existence. It's a stream of consciousness. It is ever moving and it is ever changing, and you kind of have to have this belief and this trust to let yourself fall into this stream. And you know, it can be unpredictable at times, definitely, but there's a lot to be experienced in that kind of flow. You know, it's a vibe state, a flow state, a zen kind of state. And you know, if you accept this state and you don't kind of you know, some people see wind as something that is cutting. Other people are putting their head into the wind and are listening to the melody of the wind. You know, there is a difference. You know, the energy is always the same, and there is a difference how you approach it. You know, the wave in the water is always the same. It just kind of depends how good you can surf on that wave. You know, some people drown, other people are doing backflips on it. Okay. Good. I hope that you found a resonance here with me. Maybe there was an impulse for you that you can find value in. Maybe you just had a little fun with me. Who knows? I'm sure you found some kind of value. If you did, leave a finger. And yeah, maybe we'll see again. Let's see. Bye bye.